So if something is solid, it has its own shape. If you were to move a solid from one place to another, its size and shape would stay the same. So if I were to take this marker and I were to hand it to Joaquin, is that still the same marker? Is it in the same shape? Did anything change about it?
No.
What if I were to throw it up in the air?
Yeah.
Has anything changed about it?
No.
So that's what you can do with solids. Okay? So this car can travel from place to place and it'll still look like the same car.
When you crash that, it looks
One
Yes.
person at a time.
what?
She said if it crashes, it'll look different. And that's true. But you have to physically make it change. If you weren't to crash, the car would stay the same, which is, I know, kind of a confusing thing to think about. But as long as it doesn't crash, but it'll still have the same shape, right?
Yep.
Even if it's dirty, it still has the same shape, right? Oh, those are just notes for myself. Don't worry about those. So the same with this box. As long as we don't jump on the box and damage it, if I were to give a box to somebody else, it would still have the same shape. Okay? So what did we learn about solids? Does their shape change?
No.
So did we just learn that now?
Yes.
So maybe under learn, we can write that the solids keep the same shape. Now what about liquids? Liquids are a little bit different. A liquid takes up space, so we know it's matter, but it does not have a shape of its own. Its shape depends on where it is. So I need everyone to pay attention to this because this, I have to explain this one. So water's shape depends on where it is. So, for example, look at this bathtub. Can I pick up the water out of the bathtub and would it still look the same?
No.
Okay, so let's look at this. I have water in here.
Oh.
Now look at its shape takes the place of this bowl. But if I were to try to dump the water in here, is it still going to look like this? Is it still going to have this shape to it?
No.
So look, we have flat water here and it curves up more here. So the shape of liquid depends on what it's in. So what shape is the water going to have if I put it in a pool? It depends what the pool looks like. What if it's a circular pool? What kind of shape is the water going to be? Good. So it depends on where we put the water. So if she's pouring this milkshake into this glass, what shape is the milkshake going to be?
The same as a glass?
It's going to be the shape of the glass. Good.
This.
So who can explain to me what the shape of liquid is then? How do we... Go ahead. Right. Very good. So what she's saying for everybody that's back there is she's saying that a liquid does not have a shape of its own and it depends on where it is. So if it's in a glass, it'll take the shape of the glass. But as soon as we pour it out of that glass, it's not going to have that shape anymore. So now let's talk about gas. A gas takes up space, but it does not have a shape of its own. What else doesn't have a shape of its own?
A gas. Gas?
Gas doesn't, but what else?
Air?
Liquid, right? So I heard water, which is the same. Yeah, air is a type of what? Is that a liquid or a gas?
Gas.
Gas, good. So has anyone ever blown up a balloon for a party?
Yes.
Good. So that's what they did in this picture. So these balloons are filled with gas from our air. And like I told you yesterday, everything that we breathe is air. So can we see air though? Can you see the air around us right now?
No. Only if we were very tiny, we could see them.
Maybe. Or someone told me yesterday when it's cold out, sometimes you can see your
I said when it's dark. I said that. No, I said. No, when it's dark. I said.
Hold on, everybody. Calm down.
Hands on fire. When it's dark, you can see.
Everybody.
When it's dark, you can see.
Hold on one second. I'll call you on. Guys, can we listen to what our classmates got to say real quick?
Point the girl.
Thank you. Go ahead.
When it's cold, you can see your air.
Good. You're right.
At night, is it hot? It's like if you cannot see your air, it's like invisible.
Right. So if it's really cold, can we see our breath? But that's the only time. So gas, sometimes we can see it, but usually we can't see it.